going on, everybody? Welcome back to Veve Bros. I'm Grandison Crawford.
And I'm Tony, get the on me.
And today we have an awesome surprise guest. She's one of the producers on the show. She's mean and behind the scenes, but she's also one of the Veve Bros, and we use that in the non-gender way, just meaning kin. Dee Dee Stephens.
Dee Dee.
Hey. So basically, we're gonna do a quick interview about her experience trading commodities and how that impacts how she trades collectibles on Veve. With that being said, let's dive in. We are back, and we are here with Dee Dee. She's one of the producers on the Veve Bros. She's been giving us a ton of awesome insights from her producer expertise on ways that we can really build this channel. She's also helped us kind of organize and get it together. So a lot of the things that you see that we've done in terms of just preparation and quality, we definitely give a shout out to Dee Dee for helping us kind of, get it together. But definitely with that being said, Dee Dee is an actress. She's been a clown. She's traded commodities. She's a producer, and she is just an awesome human being. We welcome you so much. How are you doing today?
I'm doing really well.
Yeah.
We work hard, we play hard. The work harding has been happening, and the play hard is about to happen.
Wow. So what do you have going on that you're working hard on right now?
I just finished directing a show called Motherfucker with the Hat to play up in the Bay Area. Yeah, it is its name. It's a good play. Great play.
Yeah, Samuel L. Jackson's in it.
That's hilarious. Yes, we got a mini Sammy in there. No.
Okay.
Chris Rock played the motherfucker with the hat in one of the plays. Anyway, that's
wow.
Yeah, he was the motherfucker with the hat in one of the stage plays. And right now I'm directing Little Shop of Horrors to the theater world, to the musical world.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
Yes, that's my favorite musical.
I'm telling you.
Suddenly Seymour was standing beside me. I guess I should have sang the guy's part, but oh well, who knows?
I don't even know.
See the song. Both people sing that part, so we're golden.
Oh, we're golden.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of golden, so we are. And would you say that we are kind of in like the golden era of Veve and where it's at as a data?
Nah, bro.
Nah, bro.
We at the beginning, bro.
Pre-gold.
We pre-gold.
Nice.
Pre-gold.
Nice.
This before the rush happened. You know what I'm saying? We like the pioneers. Like the golden mountains or whatever in California. We're like, wait, what's that shiny thing over there? That's where we are right now.
There you go.
What's that shiny thing over there? That's where we are right now.
Yeah, okay.
Just scratching the surface, really. That's how I feel.
Right.
Getting her motherfucker with the hat voice on. I love it. Yeah, okay. So it's an exciting time, I think, to be involved in Veve. And I know you had mentioned how you used to trade in commodities. Can you kind of walk us a little bit through what is that? I don't know. I've never traded.
Oh man, y'all are bringing up some trauma. So yeah, it's commodities.
Uh-oh.
I triggered. No, I traded in commodities, and man, I lost so much money, but I gained really valuable.
Not financial advice. Maybe don't trade in
commodities. No, you can trade in commodities, but you just can't go in with the gambler's mentality. I sort of had a trading partner, and he was a gambler at heart. He really was. He could have been on Vegas, rolling the dice. He didn't know how to he was trading our whole account. You don't trade your whole account. He was trading 100% of our account on 5-minute, 1-minute charts. Do you guys know day trading? What day trading is?
Nah, I mean, you would be the first day trader I've ever met.
Okay.
I've seen people talk about being day traders online and YouTube, but I don't know anyone personally. So
let me break it down. So you have technical traders, and then you have sort of fundamentalist investors, right? So a technical trader is someone who uses charts. You've seen those red and green charts before? Have you seen those anywhere, barchart.com or any of those places where you're looking at a chart of information? They could be
Yeah,
bar
I
charts.
use charts for Veve.
Use charts for Veve?
Well, yeah, because I mean they have like the ecomi wiki, and they also have a NFT tracker that you can kind of look at the long term. It's similar to that.
Similar to that. I would have to see. I have not seen that. I haven't dived all the way deep into the site like that. So please share that with me because I could, let you know if it's the same thing.
Third party. Yeah, it's third party sites. Yeah.
Third party, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it's something similar. If it's any sort of tracking something over a period of time, that's great, So I learned how to do trading on charts that were like, some time frames. We were working with like month-long chart, week-long charts, day-long charts, and we're putting in trades, and that's how I learned. Yeah. But I was so green when I started that when we actually secured an investor and like I put in my savings and he didn't put in his savings. Don't get fooled. Like I put in my savings, I found an investor, and then we were trading with some money. We moved the time frame of those charts from month, day, week to like day, 30, 5-minute, and 1-minute charts. Wow. Now, what that means is that each bar is 1 minute or 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. So each move that you're making, you're betting on like a 5-minute, 10-minute move, right? Right. It's way more risky. Long story short, it's way more risky, right? So that's sort of like day traders. They put money in and take money out from the beginning of the day, and then by the end of the day, they're all of their positions are closed. That's a day trader, right? Okay. You have swing traders that are like they put their money in for a couple hours to a couple days to maybe max like a couple weeks, maybe, right? Yeah. Then you have investors that are like, it's still all investing, it's all the same charts, but I'm working on like a year-long chart. I'm looking at what's happening for the month. I'm looking at what's happening for the week. Sure, I'm looking at the days, but it's not necessarily influencing. Like when I buy on, this month-long chart, like I'm putting in and I'm waiting for, like crypto is down now. I'm invested in crypto. So I'm waiting for years for it to go back up. Right. That's, year-long charts or whatever it is. So it's just the time frame is very different, but the idea is still the same. Buy low, sell high. Exact same idea. You buy low, sell high. But when you're trying to make a decision in 1 minute versus 1 month, it changes everything. I don't know if that was too long. No, that was great. That definitely broke it down. So when did you find out about Veve? How did you find out about it? And what kind of attracted you to investing and collecting on the Veve app? Sure. I found out about the crypto space everyone heard about Bitcoin, right? So you hear about Bitcoin, it's this weird thing. BTC. Yeah, heard about that years ago. I was like driving Uber and I had like Uber customers like, oh, he was really like one group was really aggressive, like, you need to buy Bitcoin. It's like 2015, I don't know. And then 2020 happened, the great happening happened, right? And we're all at home. My old landlords, actually, their son really got into it, the ones that were in LA. And so he was obsessed with Ethereum, ETH, right? Obsessed with it. And so he's like trying to get other people into it. He seemed to look like he was just obsessed is the word, just obsessed. So he just sent so much information to me where I'm like, oh, okay, cool. This space feels really like a next thing, right? So then that really got me into crypto, started doing my own research and started doing my own investing in crypto. And I was really excited about crypto. And then, that leads you to YouTube. You find a bunch of people that are in the same space. And it was Andre Jick. Andre Jick that had a video about OMI. Yeah. And then it took me forever to like get invested in OMI. And then during the video, he was talking about Veve. I'm like, I don't need, because, I don't know how to do all that stuff. Right. I didn't know how to do all the extra stuff. And then it was a combination at the end of 2021 of another video that Andre Jick dropped about like the platform in the space. I'm like, wait, no, I don't think it was Andre Jick. It was another influencer, someone that was like, it's like $7 for a NFT for some of these. I was like, wait, $7? Like, what? USD. That's a good price, right?
And before you seen that $7 NFT, were you already familiar with NFTs?
Yeah, I had built my own NFT. I actually built a project for it's called Art for George Floyd. I
Wow.
looking at it now, like I don't know that I really knew how to build an NFT, but I dropped it. It was on OpenSea, and it was part of another social justice project that I had been working on. So I piggybacked on that just because the space was so exciting, you know.
Yeah.
And so that was a combination of that, and then you, Granison, I was like, you posted something on
IG.
Insta. Yeah, like what's the Insta web?
It's
You know, what's
the
that?
web.
The little cherry doing the Insta dot. You know, the dotty the boo. No, but the Instagram. So you posted something on Instagram, and I was like, wait, yo, Granison knows about Veve, and then I blew you up, and then this all happened. I blew him up. What you know?
No,
holler at me.
It's kind of wild that like all three of us kind of got involved in the Omi side before we got into the Veve side.
Sure. Yeah,
like,
I invested. That's right.
Literally saw the Shiba Inu boom, and I was like, okay. And a friend of mine was like, hey, you should look into crypto that no one knows about yet. If the news is talking about it, it's probably too late. And I was like, that's a great idea. He's like, there's a thing called Omi that my crypto guy told me about, but you can't get it anywhere. Yeah. And I was legit like challenge accepted, and went home and YouTubed it that day. Found out months later he didn't even have any because he didn't know where to get it.
Granison, I love that. You like, oh, you said I can't?
You said I can't find it?
Oh, right. Watch me.
So basically, like, you had like 3 points before you really were like, okay, let me do this with the collectibles. Now, what kind of made you pull the trigger? Was it just like the symbolism of 3 people kind of hitting it up, or?
I downloaded the app, and then I was chatting with you a little bit, and I was like, yo, like, this is all it takes to buy this?
Right. No gas, no MetaMask. No, nothing.
None of that. Because to create my NFT, I had to do all the things. I had to figure out how to. I have a MetaMask now. I had to figure out how to get onto a .oi and all this stuff. Like, what is all that? You know, right. It's just like you download the app, and that's literally just it. Like, I feel like a commercial, but like, how easy could that be? Like,
it's a miracle. Just add gems and buy things.
That's it.
That's amazing. And I remember your first pull was on the Disney lenticular cards, right? The Mickey and Friends.
That was my very first one. I don't think that was my very first one, but that one was a wildly successful one. That was the one you sort of like coached me through. We were like, I was where I was driving. And you're like, you could resell it or something like that. I got it. Is that the one that you're talking about?
Yeah, you got Pluto. You got Pluto.
Let me tell you about this story.
Yes.
So
Pluto,
I get this little NFT.
Yeah.
Markets open up. It was $6.99.
The Pluto one was $60. Like the lenticular cards were $60.
Was it 60?
Yeah.
But I think it might have been something that she grabbed before the lenticular cards, though. I feel like your first
60. I'm pretty sure it was like super cheap.
Yeah, something
I think that was a comic book pull that you did before the lenticular cards.
That's possible.
You got like
she could have got like during the Black History Month. I think
you got the one with Monica Rambeau.
No. You used to be flipping these things. I don't remember them.
I remember you liked them. But I remember the big game. One that I was like, go Dee Dee, was you got the lenticular Pluto card and you sold it for like $1,200, and it was $60.
Yep. And it was within 30 minutes.
Right.
It was 1,200 gems.
My fault. Gems.
Different. But we know what that means. Yeah.
Markets are crazy right now, but 1,200 gems is still something. And like, did that kind of solidify it? Like
No, because so if we're going back to sort of like my background with investing in commodities trading and sort of how I see the world in general, this is a space for me where it's like you're not necessarily going to see all of the returns immediately, and it's more
Right.
something that you need to, like, I've one thing I've gained is a lot of patience with trading and with investing. So it's like, who says this? Oh, Warren Buffett. People overestimate what they can do in 1 year and underestimate what they can do in 10.
Right.
So, and he also says, like, if you don't believe in a space if you don't believe in a space that you can believe in for the next 10 years, you should not be investing in that space. I think he
Right.
said that about companies. And so I see the potential for Veve. I know they're going to be competitors, and maybe Veve will completely be bumped out, and that'll be, this could be the, what is it, the, oh gosh, what came before not the mice, yeah, the MySpace to Facebook, y'all. I love the way you guys are smiling at me like she's trying to get her own word out. It's okay, Auntie. It's okay. But no, like the MySpace to Facebook or something. This could be. It really could be. It could be the prototype that another company comes and just like eats up. But how fun to be part of the front runners. It does feel like the beginning of the internet to me. That's what it feels like.
Right.
Sort of the wild west of technology.
What's cool about this space too is Veve is not the first. Like
right.
to me, I definitely think any company has any ability to fail. Look at Netflix, RIP, but at the same time,
RIP to Netflix. You think RIP Netflix?
Yeah.
Is
I
it
do.
dead? Like, is Netflix
Come
dead?
on, no RIP
Netflix. Netflix is dying. Y'all just,
it's not Blockbusters.
Tony
You
get,
like it's
Tony
Blockbusters.
get the only, you got to just watch the news, my guy. They just lost 50 million in subscribers.
Yeah,
that is a lot of subscribers.
That first quarter, right?
Investors are pulling out, but the thing is, a lot of Veve, and one of the reasons I'm super bullish on it is because a lot of Veve isn't just like, VC, venture capitalist investment money. It's really the Veve ecomi team investing in these licenses, and then in return, like if we look at Disney and Marvel, I mean, Marvel's had at least one drop a week for the last year, and they're dropping their legendary comics like Marvel Comics #1. We're still waiting on Amazing Fantasy 15, but the fact that so many of these companies are bullish on selling in Veve versus just starting their own and going their own way, to me, makes me think it's more of an Amazon of NFTs than a MySpace, right?
Sure. Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why I'm really excited, because it's like, that was one of the first things on that, YouTube video that I saw, was like, oh, they're investing in brands that like everybody would put real money behind. Mm-hmm. Anytime you tap into people's childhood memories,
right.
I feel like people are just like, take my money, take it.
Right. Right. So, I haven't seen Jurassic Park in literally 20 years, and I am going to see the double feature just so I could get an NFT egg, because to have one of those eggs reminds me of watching that movie, like seeing the raptors and stuff. So along those lines, like you said, you kind of, would you feel that like you learned a lot from the mistakes that you made in commodity training, and kind of how do you project that and put that towards your new investment into like Veve?
Yeah, I learned a whole lot. I learned how not to put all your money into one trade, right? Mm-hmm. I don't know that's that saying where people are like, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Mm-hmm. I actually do agree that sometimes you jump for the thing that, this is your swing. You swing for, especially when you're on the younger side, like we're not in our 80s or something like that. It's not like we need to live off our retirement right now, right? So you start swinging for like big things. I feel like all of the people that I admire, like the wealthy people that I admire, they put everything into that one thing to start, and then they started putting their money elsewhere, but they didn't start with 3 businesses.
Right.
I don't think there's anyone that I admire that started with 3 businesses.
No, you build up.
That's right. And so the crypto space is something I'm really excited about, because I consider my one space to be entertainment. And I really see how crypto can enhance and take my entertainment goals into sort of like the new world. I feel so corny, but yeah, really.
Hell yeah.
They all work together, you know, and so go ahead.
No, I was gonna ask you, how is it like for you when you're talking to like friends and family about Veve? Like, do they like, you know what I mean? How do they digest it? Are they on board, or like, you know, I'm just
There
curious.
is no talking to my friends. You guys are my people. You guys are my Veve people. I don't really talk to, and that's no shade. It's just that I have a very intelligent, they're like engineers, and
Mhm.
they're really intelligent people, and so they take a while to, things need to be proven to
Right.
my family,
Mhm.
like proven before they take one step toward it, you
Right.
know. And
Mhm.
that's a wonderful way to be, you know. They're
Right.
immigrants, we're immigrants, you know. They're solid for that reason, for in a lot of areas of their life. But as far as like taking brand new risks, not really. And
Right.
then my friends, like the folks that I'm surrounded by, I feel like I'm the one that sort of like has been introducing it to them. I've been telling folks like NFTs is it, like NFTs is the future, right?
Right.
And
Right.
I've got
Right.
a couple friends that are coming back around. Like I have a filmmaking friend. He's an amazing director. He called me. He's like, I'm working on an NFT project. You know, he does digital art as well. So he's partnering up with someone for an NFT project. And he's like, it's because you told me, you know, about this a couple months ago. Dee Dee told me about this almost a year ago now, and now he's
Yeah.
working on it. So that's how it's been for me.
There
Okay.
you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you walked anybody through your vault? Do you show anybody that?
No, I don't, because I feel like mine isn't as like pretty as your guys's is, you know. Like I don't have all the, I don't know. And I feel like I don't know. I feel like I want to share with people that are actually excited about it. I'm not big on like, I'm really excited about this, and they're like, oh. You
Well, yeah,
know.
okay. I hear that. I definitely hear that. But what I found is like, even because I work at a restaurant part-time, and I'll hear someone mention NFT, and a lot of the time it'll be negative. Like it'll be like, oh, you know, they scam, they don't make any sense. And I will show them like the AR comic book. I'll flip through that with them, or I'll have them walk through my vault, or I'll show them the Aston Martin and drive it around. And you'd be surprised.
You like that little flex right there? I just show them
My little Aston Martin.
no big deal.
Um, you'd be surprised how people go from I don't get it to that one makes sense, right? Like that BV,
Sure.
for example,
Sure, that makes a lot of sense. The way I explain it though to people that don't know, I mean I use the Mona Lisa a lot, right? Where it's
right,
like you can photocopy, make a photocopy of the Mona Lisa and with colors, and it's right in front of you, but that is not the original painting, right?
right,
Mhm.
Um NFTs are equivalent, where it has like, there's the scarcity of it. There's a unique numerical whatever tied to it that makes this a one of a kind, or a
yeah,
two of a kind, or whatever it is, right?
right,
But it makes it scarce. And if
yeah,
you value, and because people are like, well, what's the value of that? I'm like, what's the value of art? Like, why are Mona Lisas so expensive?
Right.
Why is the Mona Lisa so expensive?
right.
It's no, art isn't going anywhere. It's
No,
just gonna advance with technology.
yeah.
Mhm.
And also like even from like a collector's standpoint, I know the owner of the restaurant that I work at, he ended up getting a couple of the Day of the Dead stamps. And I told him, I said, hey, you know, the Take Me Out to the Ball Game stamp is coming out, and we've just had the Zodiac stamps. And he got this disappointed look on his face. And I was like, why are you disappointed? He's like, well, I was just hoping that they wouldn't release any more stamps because now the first ones become less valuable. And it just kind of shows you like where people are at with it. It's like,
Isn't
how
that the
does
opposite though?
it's the opposite.
I would think so. Yeah.
Earlier ones now become more valuable
Sure.
because more of them come out. And
Right.
especially if they're different stamps. I could see if it
Different
was
stance.
the
Yeah.
second Day of the Dead stamp series, then you might be like, all right, this might not be as much. But it's just a funny mentality that people have where they're just like, okay, if it's not the Mona Lisa, it's not valuable because there's more than one.
You know what I saw? I'll see if I can find it and send it to you guys. It
Yeah.
was someone doing a comparison to news reports when the internet first came out,
Mhm.
Mhm.
and it sounds really similar to how people are talking about crypto and the like the NFT space, where
Mhm.
they're like, well, what's this at thing? Why can't they just send me a letter? I don't remember the details, but it was like, what was like, I guess early 90s or something like that,
Right.
where news reporters were trying to figure out what the internet was.
Right.
And just couldn't place it.
A lot of people.
And I say crypto, and it's not even crypto, the currency that's the thing that's going to shift. It's the blockchain technology that is built on top of.
Yes.
Where it's like like you could do smart contracts to exchange real estate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
You can make it overnight.
Yeah, bro. I'm trying to, it's been taking a minute, but I want to learn Solidity. Solidity's been hard. I want to learn how to program, add that to my skill set. That's been taking a minute just because there's a lot of technical things. Like you can't just learn Solidity. You have to like learn all the ins and outs of your computer and how you have to learn. You have to learn all the things. Right. So I'm giving myself a little bit more time to sort of solidify those skills, but it's on the list of things to do because I'm like, having those skills is only going to benefit me and my goals to take over the world.
I love that.
She got them evil aspirations.
I'm trying to be the pinky to your brain. Okay.
Oh my God, we got to post that.
We're already team Veve Bros. We're already team Veve Bros. I'm so proud of you guys. I've said it before. I'm so proud of you guys. You guys have been killing it.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Let me ask you this question. Is there anything like brand wise that's not on the app yet that you would like to see on the app, or like what are your favorite brands on the app?
That's a great question.
Mm-hmm. That's all I asked.
Only kind, humble brag.
You only ask good ass questions.
I mean, I like that they take independent artists, right? That's something that's really interesting. And you know,
you like the independent stuff.
You see my like blackness in the back, right? So I'm like,
we see your blackness in the front. It's beautiful.
Thanks. But I just feel like what a great platform to give emerging artists that haven't had a platform like this before an opportunity, right? But what I'm seeing might end up happening is like that might not ever happen on Veve, where or okay, so I don't know if this is even possible, but I got an idea just now. So do you know Issa Rae? You guys know Issa Rae? So she has a very that's a lot of
shit.
Come on now, do we know Issa Rae?
Come on.
Saying.
That's my cousin.
Right?
Issa Rae, my cousin.
That's telling you.
Actually supposed to be doing this voice of Spider-Woman. Just a little throw that out there. On the Miles Morales 2099, she's actually going to be the voice of Spider-Woman. Isn't that dope? She's so dope.
I love everything about that.
Right?
That makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. So with Issa Rae, she has had a really successful YouTube channel where all of and she was like showcasing new artists, right? Short films, web series, interviews, etc. Right? And there was not one at the time that I was, really following that channel. There was not one video that had under 10,000 views. Not one that had under 10,000 views.
Right.
And so I think it would be really cool if Veve, evolved into something where people could almost have their own channels where they put artists of their choice on.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I feel like something like that would be really interesting because then you have sort of this sort of specialization idea, right?
Yeah.
Where like potentially, so like I have a particular interest. I'm a woman of color. I care about all of the rights, right? So I'm putting out things that might be interesting to me. There might be someone else completely different that wants to talk about, chopsticks made in wherever, and so it becomes like this specialization thing potentially, and it's all on this app where people can sort of like go down this rabbit hole of like, this is the type of artist that I'm interested in, independent artists, and this is the sort of the hub that they're under, the recognized hub, sort of like an Issa Rae channel, and then there's like artists being released underneath that.
You talk about Misadventures of an Awkward Black Girl, right?
I'm talking about a whole channel. She has a whole YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Right.
She had a
Um,
whole
I
YouTube
think that was
channel.
her show. I think that was her
that
show,
was
but
like
she did
her.
have
That was like
channel.
what Insecure kind of like what it branched into, what it branched from was.
It branched from Awkward Black Girl.
Yeah.
The
Mhm.
show, yeah. But her channel had like
But the
multiple streams of black artists.
that's
Yeah.
right.
Channel.
The channel, and it was sort of like a own, like a Oprah
Mhm.
network, whatever. It was sort of like an own within the YouTube. And the same thing, blackandsexytv.com. I think they do the same thing with
I was on that.
you were, of course you were, because you black and
I was
sexy.
on 2 series. Yeah.
For
Oh,
real, that's dope.
Yeah. I was on a couple episodes of a show called Writer, and then I was on a show.
I think you told me about Ryder too. I think you told me about Ryder.
I was on another show where I played like the teacher of one of the main characters, and they actually filmed me doing stand-up and used it in the show, which was nice because I got paid twice. I got paid to host that night, and I got paid.
yes, love it,
I was doing an actual show.
Hella dope.
love it.
Yeah, that would be interesting though. That would be interesting to see how like Veve can incorporate that. Like, do you guys feel like it would be like under the categories, like kind of how the Veve has the categories right now, and they'll just have like a designated category?
I feel like this is a brand new like concept. We need to pitch to them and like make them pay us or something. I don't know.
Well, so definitely get paid. Sure, make that money. They have talked about how they want to allow, like they want to get to a point where more independent artists are able to be on the app. I think just because of kind of the nature of their app, they're probably still going to have to do some quality control. It won't be like YouTube where anybody can upload anything.
Right.
Which like I like the fact that anyone can upload stuff on YouTube, but there is a difference between say like a YouTube channel and an HBO series, right? Only really in our minds because of how it's presented. But I think Veve is going to stick to the model of like, let's make sure that the people that we're bringing on are people that are in demand in some way. Like I didn't know anything about Patrick Hughes, but I know that Patrick Hughes paintings, sell for $200,000.
But also too, I mean, they do have like Jermaine Rogers, right? Jermaine Rogers,
right.
Yeah, is a black artist, and his stuff is pretty dope. I like his stuff. Like I don't know how big he is in the real world, but I mean, I'm sure he got a little.
Big.
The only
reason people are buying him on Veve is because he's bigger in the real world.
Right. I think he was one of the first artists too, right? Like one of the first artists.
Yeah, him and Frank Kozik.
Yeah,
were real big. And I think that that's a great idea though, Veve, Dee Dee.
I like that. Should be Dee Dee. Yeah.
I think that like allowing people, especially once the Veveverse launches, allowing people to kind of curate their own spaces, right? Like you can even have a physical digital space where you do screenings for your series, or you license out screenings to other people who do screenings, right? Because now you have a network. I think me and Tony Get the Omi actually talked a little bit about the concept of what we would want to do in the Veveverse. And having film festivals where people submit.
I'm producing that
one of the topics. Yeah. Like, can you imagine, you get together and since it's worldwide versus say a physical space.
That's right.
You don't have to have an LA film festival or a New York, whatever. You can have a Veve, Dee Dee's film festival. You know what I mean? Like
worldwide. International.
Yeah, Dee Dee International Film Festival, and you just do shorts, and you can charge people for submissions. You can charge people to like view or go in. Now you're burning Omi. You're generating money for the content creators because if they make it to the film festival, it didn't cost you really anything for them to be in it. So some of the money that people pay to go to the film festival can go to the artist, whether they win or not.
That's right. I love that. Yeah.
Right. So to speak on that, like, how awesome is it that we're opening up a space not only where we can either use branded content with our NFTs, because if we use them, we could make money off them.
That's right.
Right. Like we can make tiny videos off of these things. We can make our own individual content. There's already people doing incredible art with the collectibles. I know my roommate is one of them. He loves like moving him around and making crazy like art pieces just with like his Marvel Mighties, you know.
Nice. You gotta show some of that.
Oh, definitely. We got to get back into more of our art displays because we did that episode and I got a lot of love.
Yeah.
Nice.
Are there any collectibles that you want or have that you're like happy?
Yeah, what's your favorite collectible? Yeah.
Yeah, I like my little Spidey Mighty. My little
You like him?
Mighty.
He's adorable. And then let me go. Oh, I'll show you.
Okay. Okay.
1,000 words. Remember that
I was actually going back trying to look at like which
I got all of the comics for it was during Black History Month.
Black History Month, right?
It was an Amazing Spider-Man, right?
I didn't get all for Amazing Spider-Man, but I like my little Queen of Hearts.
Right.
She fierce.
Yes.
I just like the idea of being a Queen of Hearts too. Like, can we have more heart in everything, please?
Right. Off with the head, more with the heart, yo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Queen of Hearts. She's adorbs.
I love that. And you were kind of into the Mermacornos when we talked a little bit.
That's right.
What'd you say?
No, I was like, that's right. I see that she did catch an Uncanny X-Men. I don't know which one because I see like on right here.
Oh, you going to the threads, huh?
I had to go to the threads on it.
Oh, you going to the threads, bro?
I had to go to the threads. I went deep in the threads. I'm in February.
That's real.
My.
Okay, yeah. The Amazing Spider-Man comic. You got the ultra rare.
I love her. I just love her. It's the afro.
That's a Captain Marvel joint.
Yep.
This Captain Marvel.
Isn't she in the movie? Isn't she in like the Doctor Strange movie?
Love her.
So Monica Rambeau is, spoiler alert, in the Doctor Strange movie.
Right?
Yeah,
she's an alternate universe version.
She's an alternate universe.
Yeah.
Oh, you haven't seen it yet?
No, I haven't been out. I just haven't. And then my little Edna.
Yes, Edna.
And then my little what's his name?
Lightning McQueen.
Lightning McQueen. So those are the ones that I'm kind of and then Storm.
I feel like that's how Rick Ross would say Lightning McQueen if he was rapping about it. Lightning McQueen.
Lightning McQueen.
Nice.
So you know, it is likely a dream. Yeah. Yeah. So we are at the time of this recording, we have just found out that there are lightsabers being dropped. That's a big deal. I saw that. Whoa. Is that a lightsaber? Where did you get that? That's incredible. Both of you have lightsabers? Why he move his lips though? The force with your face. We in another video called this lightsaber.
Oh, yes, you did.
Yes, we did. Just off of the promotions that Disney has been doing. I'm pumped about this, but this is just one of 4.
That's crazy.
Star Wars drops at the time of this recording. So I can't even guess what it is, but are there, Dee Dee, some Star Wars that you would want to see?
That's a good question. I just want to see them build, when the Veve verse comes up, right? I want to be able to like have a character that walks around with a lightsaber, any character I choose that walks around with a lightsaber. So instead of carrying pepper spray, it's like, oh, you want some of this? Woom, woom. You know what I mean?
Oh.
You worried about that digital harassment. Stay safe out in these streets.
Go.
It's gonna be real, bro.
Boom.
Not the boom boom.
Boom boom.
I love that level. I mean, honestly, if somebody had a lightsaber, as opposed to pepper spray, I don't think anybody's gonna mess with you.
I'm just saying, all my characters. So I want one for all my lady. You know what I'm envisioning, that like in the Veve verse, I'm gonna have a crew of like just fierce women that are gonna be like that. You could hire us for security. You know what I mean? And we'll have like weapons and stuff where it's like we could get you where you need to go. Like the ladies from Black Panther. Oh my God, can I remember their name? Yeah, we're gonna be the Melage of the Veve Bros.
Yeah, there you go. That would be tight. So now, have you tapped into any of the Women X Veve Discord stuff?
I don't understand Discord yet, right? It's kind of like the tickety talkity. I don't really get it fully yet. Like I've tried a couple times. There's also I'm trading with a group, and they are all on Discourse too. I don't get it yet. So I tried.
Right.
I'm gonna be real with you. Like at first I was the same way. I was like, this is intimidating. Like, because the first introduction to Discord, I was playing a mobile game called Final Fantasy War of the Visions. And they were having a tournament, and I was like the leader of my guild or whatever. And so they voted me to fight in the tournament, and I had to get a Discord, and I was immediately lost. Like I didn't know how to figure out the brackets. I didn't know who I was fighting. I didn't know where they announced it. But like, if you go in there, especially the Veve Discord, I usually am on like the market chat. You'll start to understand that it's not as intimidating as you think it is. It's definitely less difficult than TikTok, because it's all just mostly text. People put up GIFs and things like, and memes. But like, if you want to say respond to someone individually, I only use my phone for Discord. You just hold down on that person's, like next to that person's name, and you can respond to them directly. You can just post stuff and the thing. So getting familiar with that, one, will get your level up so that you get more entries into giveaways that Veve does. But also you can get involved with people who are like-minded. So like the Women X Veve have a Discord. I have a couple friends on the Veve Discord who are interested in possibly investing in my investment fund. Like, you really kind of like, to me, if Discord wasn't a part of Veve, I would be excited about the drops, but I wouldn't be as excited about getting up every day and kind of like engaging in the community and seeing what like people are talking about.
Yeah, but Twitter, when you say Twitter has that option too, though.
It does, but I don't really like, when I'm on Twitter and I comment on stuff, I don't necessarily like, it's like real time on Discord, so you feel like you're having a conversation versus like tweet.
Yeah, I don't really tweet that much. Like, I think I go on Twitter more for like the mini AMAs or whatever.
Yeah, I like the Twitter Spaces for sure.
Yeah, I like the Twitter Space for that, because it kind of like that the new, well, I wouldn't say new Clubhouse, but
it's
like
Telegram. It's like, Discord AMAs. But definitely check that out, because there's a lot of community, and I'm sure there are, there's a lot of different people, but I love the community that Women X Veve have started just in trading and like, getting interviews, maybe even getting on some of those videos that they have. I don't know if they still have them. Right. You gonna say, Tony, get the homie?
Are you going to DCOM? Are you going to the DCOM party?
What a great question. Hell yeah. I'm going to be there. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to do an LA trip.
Ice cream. They got ice cream. I love ice cream.
I love you guys. You got your head in the right place. You guys going for the ice cream. That's amazing.
Yeah, because like, right, worst case, we getting some ice cream. Like, that's how I look at it. I'm like, they probably will, we don't get a collectible. Worst case, we get some ice cream. They better have the sprinkles.
I'm telling you. It's gonna be fun. So you guys are both going. We're going.
Definitely going. Definitely going. So
it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
It's gonna be so much fun. And it's gonna be the first time that we've all hung out in person in a while.
Oh, that's right. We
first time for sure. Because
Yeah. Because Dee Dee, you've never met Tony Get the Omi in real life.
Never in person. And then Granison, even you and I feel like you and I have been social media friends really for years.
Right.
We met in person initially, but then we were like social media friends really. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be, it's gonna be wonderful. Like little Veve Bros reunion.
Definitely. So if you haven't got your ticket for that, at the time of this recording, they're all sold out. So I don't know if you can make it without one. Good luck.
No, I got a +1, so you can come with me.
No, I got mine, but I was just
okay.
I was just thinking other people though, because I just assumed because it was free that it's just unlimited, but it's not.
I mean, it could be unlimited if it was a Veve verse, but in physical space,
right?
You got a building, you got fire codes, you can do that.
No.
Especially, yeah. So definitely if you've already got your ticket, great. If you haven't already got your ticket, maybe show up and see what happens. We're gonna be there, all the bros, all the VV fam. Dee Dee.
We should record something. We'll take pictures or something. Like we should have like a on the spot sort of recording, like, oh, we're live. Can we do YouTube live?
Drone. Yeah, we could do YouTube live.
Oh yeah, we should do a YouTube live.
Yo, we should do a YouTube live, bros.
Yeah, that'd be tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with it. We should definitely do that. And I hope to see anybody who's watching this episode there. Let us know in the comments if you're going. Just type Y for yes. Dee Dee, it has been such a pleasure getting to talk with you, having you come out from behind the scenes, talk about your experience, show that glow.
F-A-D-D.
Yeah, Dee Dee first appearance. We'll definitely have you back on. With that being said, I'm Grandison Crawford.
I'm Tony, get the own me.
I'm Veve, get the Dee Dee.
Whoa, you heard it here first.
Hey, yo, not the Dee Dee.
Not the Dee Dee.
Wait, yo, what's happening? Crazy things are
gonna be the most popular episode, man. Eggplants in the comments. So like the video, subscribe to the channel, support Veve Bros. We've been Veve Bros, and we'll see you when we're looking at you. Peace.
Good night.